The key thing that I want to review came out yesterday. It was the 50th anniversary. No, close. It's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. So the Day of the Doctor was on BBC. I have only had a chance to watch it once, and I watched it via a live stream, so there were parts that were kind of chunky and missed out, so I am going to watch it again tonight. But I honestly think, I don't think there's a single word I can say that would do it justice. It was that good.
Except for Who Are You? Who are you?
Derek, I understand you had a question.
I really want to know who are you?
I read this. I read this online. Of course, everything on the internet has to be true.
Mm-hmm.
I read that there were parts for Christopher Eccleston, like that you could tell were lines that were meant for him that were read by David Tennant. Like he was more Eccleston-esque in some parts.
Maybe now that you mention it, I will. When I watch it again, I'm going to go back and I'll listen to that. But there were parts for him that he could have just been there and acted in. Like I don't really want to give too much away about it. They do have John Hurt as the 8th Doctor.
I heard about that. And that he was like the Forgotten Doctor or something like that. Yeah,
and what happens is, I don't even know if I can give it away. It's not really that much of a spoiler, but he regenerates at the end of the episode, or at the end of the, I guess it's an episode, and that would have been a part where it would go to the 9th Doctor, which was Eccleston, and like that could have been a part for him, obviously, but right before he transforms, he's like, I really hope they don't mess up my ears this time, because that was a running joke, because his ears
he has
are
huge
ginormous.
ears.
Who, Eccleston?
Yeah, so that was a cool little tidbit they threw in, and I honestly, seeing Matt Smith and David Tennant together was amazing, and it really has made me think that I think Matt Smith is my favorite Doctor.
Really?
Is that the newest one?
Yeah, and it used to be Tennant, but I think Matt Smith portrays everything that the Doctor is.
Do you get to see the guy who's going to be the Doctor?
I won't say. Peter Capaldi?
Yeah.
I won't say. You'll have to watch it. Which, I don't watch it until you catch up on Doctor Who.
Yeah, I'm halfway through the I guess you'd call the new
Which,
Doctor
I mean,
Who.
You have plenty of time because the new season doesn't come out till next fall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're not filming until January. What's happening is that they did this special, and there'll be a Christmas special, which will show the regeneration into the new Doctor.
The Wookiees.
Basically. And then they'll start filming in January, I think. So you'll have plenty of time to catch up on it. But I would recommend that if you're not caught up on Doctor Who, or you're like, you've watched one season or two seasons, I wouldn't watch it. It was a really good episode for people who watched the old Doctor Who.
Yeah, I heard there was a really good cameo at the very end,
which I also won't mention what it is, but you'll have to check it out. It was
like the original Doctor.
No, he passed away.
Oh, okay.
But it may or may not be one of the original Doctors. May or may not be one of the fans' all-time favorite Doctors.
So after
do what?
Fez head.
Well, there is a Fez in the episode. That's how they started out, which is really cool.
So Matt Smith is now your favorite.
Yeah, he really is.
That's surprising because I know you love David Tennant.
Well, David Tennant was awesome too, but Matt Smith has really, really taken over the reins and done a really good job.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Is Matt Smith the last one that's
the
latest
the 11th
one, yeah.
Doctor?
The one before the regeneration happens to the new guy?
Well, there's been 10 regenerations, but he's going to be...
Matt
He's the
Smith
most
was
recent Doctor.
Yeah, the most recent.
Okay, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah.
David Tennant's the one before Matt Smith.
Okay.
David Tennant regenerated.
And which one was the bow tie one?
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bow ties are cool. David Tennant is the one with the trench coat.
And the tennis shoes.
The sand shoes.
Shoes.
They'll refer to it in this one. I didn't know that's what they were called.
So, is it explained? Like, does it make sense that it's got both David Tennant and Matt Smith?
Yes, and John Hurt. It makes sense for all three of them. It's very timey-wimey, as they would say. So there may be a few like little plot holes or whatever. The only thing that they really punted was bringing back Billie Piper.
Yeah, I heard that was kind of a disappointment.
That's the only thing that was disappointing. It was great to see her back.
I heard that her and Tennant didn't have any interaction at all.
They don't. Like, she's not technically playing Rose. She's playing an AI interface that looks like Rose Tyler.
That's stupid.
Very. So that's the one thing that they messed up. They do make a reference. They call her the Bad Wolf Girl.
Oh, that's cool.
And so when John Hurt mentions that, David Tennant, like he just has this really quick thing. He's like, "Did you say Bad Wolf?" And all this kind. So that was cool. Yeah, you're just gonna have to watch it whenever you get caught up. You'll really enjoy it.
Did you perchance go on Google yesterday?
No, were they doing a special?
Oh, y'all missed it. They were doing like at the top. It had all the doctors in a row,
cool.
and they had a Google, and then it had a mini game where you would go into levels, and it had like the destroy whatever robots, and they would walk around, and you had to go pick up the letters of Google, like you got to play with whatever doctor you wanted to play as.
That's really cool.
And you got to walk around the map, and then once you got the letter, you went back to the time machine and went to the next level. So it was pretty cool.
I mean, it truly is a rare feat. This show is 50 years old.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, obviously there was a giant time where it wasn't on TV or anything,
Yeah.
but the resurgence that it's made and how incredibly popular it is. And of course, right after that aired, like I was watching it on a live stream, so there's a chat box to the side. The way it ends, like it doesn't end really sad or anything, but they do kind of like a tribute-esque type thing. And it's just like, it was flooded. The comments were just like, "I'm crying. I can't stop crying. OMG, why am I crying?" Which was hilarious. And of course, as soon as it was over, it goes black for just a few seconds before it stops, and then it shows the Sherlock teaser.
Oh,
Which then everybody was like, "OMG, wow, what are they doing?" And it was great.
I'm stoked for
and
Sherlock
that
to
also
come back.
the teaser that they showed. Was
Yeah,
cool.
I've seen the teaser. It's really cool.
So that's what I watched. Day of the Doctor was great.
Alan Z.
Who?
Geronimo, which you haven't gotten to that, but that's Matt Smith's. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
Alan Zay and Geronimo.
Alan Z.
Who?
That's his catchphrase, kind of.
That's
thing.
how we're gonna end the podcast now. Alan Z.
Who?
Alan Z.